Even one of
Hi,
those
everybody.
stills are doing you nicely.
I was kind of
Even one of those stills
advising
are doing you
John
nicely.
not to be here today, but I'm here. I want to mention three names, but two names in particular. I want to mention Aidan Moffat, aged 42, and Michael Snee, aged 58, murdered by Yusuf Palani, originally from Iraq. Not just murdered, they had their heads chopped off, and a third man had a knife stuck in his eye. And these people down here who demand for all these migrants to come into this country then held a vigil for those two gay men being killed by a man originally from Iraq. Now, some of you know my story already. I'll try and keep it as brief as possible. I'm a bit nervous.
You're going grand.
Born to an unmarried mother, put into a mother and baby home, put into a second one because my mother had another baby, second mother and baby home where I was sexually abused, put in from that mother and baby home into an industrial school. Then my mother managed to get me back out, grew up dirt poor in Ballymun, so poor I had to run home during lunch hour with the milk and the sandwich we got from the school to give to my mother because my father drank every single last bit of money he had. When he'd come home from work after drinking his paycheck, I'd crawl under the bed to get whatever loose change I could from his pockets so that my mother would have some money to feed us. That's my white privilege for you. Grew up then in Coolock, where I had a trainee priest try to rape me. Yeah, nothing against the Catholic Church, that's that individual, that's him personally. He's a priest, a traveller, and I'm going to tell you his name, Dennis Ward. He's the ordained priest by one of the rogue bishops up in Belfast, and he practices mass up in Belcamp in Coolock. Never been prosecuted. Went to the Gardaí 30 years later, went to, what's the name of that place, the Tusla. Never been prosecuted, never been investigated. So, he will get judged. So I just want to say, that's my background. I was married to a Cork woman, we got divorced. I'm now married to an immigrant, a man from Bolivia. So when the media start telling us that we're anti-LGBT, we're not. We're not. When they tell us we're racist, half of us are married to immigrants. They tell us that we're fascists. They tell us that we're Nazis. Well, let me tell you, Mussolini was a capitalist and Hitler was a socialist. They don't even know what they're calling us. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Yay.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. We've come out today to give a speech for the people of Cork, and hopefully this message will get across to the entirety of the island. Our people are currently under attack and taken control by foreign men being put first in our own country. Doesn't this sound very familiar? Because in the 60s in Northern Ireland, Catholics have been prosecuted by Protestants under Ian Paisley and Margaret Thatcher, and these are the exact same people right over there advocating for what Margaret Thatcher did to Irish people, right? We are now look what is happening in the Republic. Antifa, a funded organisation by George Soros and Jacob Rothschild, these people are a paramilitary organisation to shut us up. Irish men and Irish women in this crowd, do you agree to your replacement and for your children of the future generations to be in danger by these hardened criminals brought over from Somalia, convicted rapists from Afghanistan, or rival gang, or to cause more havoc despite them being a part of a gang? Men fleeing wars will take their wives and children with them. Men going to war will leave his wife and children. These men claim to be fleeing from, right? Do you agree to them coming in illegally on boats across the Irish Sea? Our freedoms like to take over our freedoms, completely eradicated from these liberal paedophiles. Our blood, sweat and tears have been merged within our soil. These men are criminals and have no connection to our land. Our land is for the Irish people. This is a struggle for everybody here in Grand Parade currently today. Our people are in danger and we aren't doing anything about it. But we are now. Something about it. Like we are doing something about it currently, and we will send these communists back to where they came from. Antifa are never for the working class, but for multinational companies who use our soil as a platform to exploit the working class people of the world. Ireland is for the Irish, our land, our people, our culture, our tradition, our freedom. Éireann go bragh!
I think that's it, lads.
Yeah, lads, he's spot on. Dan had a point. The left used to be about the working man. The left used to be anti-capitalist, anti-corporation. Now the left are down below, waving their iPhones, showing us their Pfizer tattoos, you know? So lads, you know, this is a complete inversion of politics, but we're going to be back here in a few weeks. Again, we don't know where we're going to be standing, but we're going to be back here again in a few weeks.
We'll be standing.
And those goons, I'm sure, will be back here again. But look, don't pay any attention to them. Their words mean nothing. They are endless, nonsensical chanting means nothing, right? And we're going to be back here with smiles on our faces again. Éireann go bragh. See you all soon.
When we go for the beer today.